So it is finally here, the UR Dream ticket. We're getting it for the KCGT celebration, and we finally have it. Of course, in 2 days' time, we're getting the SR Dream ticket, but today we have the best UR Dream ticket we've ever got, because we have boxes beyond Dark Side Dimensions World, which means we can finally get things from the Dark Dimension, probably the best box Duel Links has ever had. We can finally get those cards. So today, we're going to go through and see what we can get in here and what I recommend you guys get for your ticket. So here we go, KC Grand Championship Tournament, receive your Dream ticket. Let's take a look and see. Where is it? Okay, so, ooh, expires November 30th. That's actually, that's quite a short ticket compared to usual, but we have, as you can see here, I have not bought the Ancient Gear deck. I don't really want it, so, yeah, but let's go to the date, release date, there we go. That one, because this one should be a little bit nice. I'm just going to check that everything is fine and recording. It is good. We're good there. Now, let's go down. There we go. So, first of all, as always, you don't really want to be spending these things on event cards or on ranked duel cards, because you can get those from other tickets, which, that's fine, do that. I'm probably going to use my Prismatic UR ticket on this guy, but don't bother getting things from those. Don't get things from the EX decks, like, aside from maybe one card I'll talk about in a minute. But as you can see here, we have Squire Saga is okay. I think the first card you should look into is a Raigeki Break. We're seeing this card played quite a bit in the meta right now, and it's just a very good removal card, getting things into your graveyard, and it's a pop 1 on the field. Regardless, that's pretty good. Next, oh, this ticket is amazing because Black Wings currently, they are tier 2. If you want to play Black Wings, then you're going to need things like Zephyros or Gale, and you can get those cards from here, so I would recommend those, or you know, or Simoon. Or if you really want to, Bryanak, a very good extra deck card. You want, you know, you only need one of them because the deck limit's so small in Duel Links, but if you haven't got it already, this card is a generic synchro, very, very good. You want to grab this one. Then we have Purgatrio, another very, very good card. Obviously, Invoked are a deck that people, do people like it? Probably not, but it's doing good in Duel Links, you might as well. Ritual Beasts are one that's, you know, they've done pretty well. They've been like, you know, on the edge of tier 3 for some time now, and they're still coggable. So if you need an Ulti-Pelio, or if you need a Winder, you might as well get that. Now, here's the big thing. Here we go. Alistair the Invoker and Invocation. These cards are, I do not think we're going to see them here anytime soon, although them now being in tickets might mean Konami think, you know what, because we can give them away for free, we might as well put them on the Limit 3 list, so you might see that, but this row right here, literally, Alistair, Invocation, Molihu, and also Choco, because we're getting DSD Yugi tomorrow, and he's going to have some skills from Magician Girl, so maybe you want to get a third Chocolate. I might actually use my ticket on Chocolate, because that's the one card I kind of wanted to have 3 of for a while now, and obviously being, you know, not having to go back into an old box is going to be very nice. Maybe Dark Cavalry. I know I said don't really get things at EX decks, but Cavalry, if you're not going into that deck at all, might be a good shout. So, yeah, what else is new here, or good here? We have Scrap Dragon, another very, very good level 8 synchro. If you haven't got one already, might be a good shout. Obviously, we have, fortunately, Cooling, which, of course, that deck is now a little bit worse than it was, but it still can be pretty good, can be good in the Turbo Duel GP events when we have those, so if you want to play Fortune Ladies, you might as well. Forbidden Lance, just a good card in general to have. Not seeing too much play right now, I don't think, but it's still, again, a very, very good card. Scrolling down, nothing here really. Do not waste your things on Cyber Dragon. Deep Sea Diva. Now, in the TCG, we just got some new support for this card. This archetype got a huge amount of support, and I think those could come to Duel Links very soon. So obviously you've got till November to use this ticket, but she might get more support in Duel Links very soon, so you might want to wait and see. She's a very good card by herself, but with those new cards, she might be even better. So there's one to kind of sit and think about as to whether it might be useful. We have, this is a toughie because this is in a selection box, and I know like free-to-play players aren't really going in selection boxes, I don't think. Obviously you want to get Legionnaire, that's probably the best card in selection boxes right now, but navigation is needed for Dark Magician, and seemingly they're not getting touched, which is good for me because that's the deck that I personally like to play a lot. So I'm happy, but it's a good card. If you don't have 3, maybe get 3, but obviously be a bit wary because it is an older card and they could hit it at any time. Then again, 2 generic synchro staples, Black Rose and Dragon Mech, level 9, level 7, both do very similar things, I guess, but still both very, very good cards. Whitestone, if you're playing Blue Eyes, that's a staple for that deck, and that deck is seeing some play right now. Brave Neos, if you went into the new Destruction deck, if you're free to play, you might want to get another one, maybe. You might get Brave Neos with your UR ticket and Neos Fusion with SR tickets, so you can be ultra free to play with heroes because they're going to be good for a very long time now, so you might as well stock up on them if you don't have them already and you know you're very adamant you're not going to be spending any money on this game, so you might as well do that. What else as we go down is really good? Like, don't get Red Dragon Archfiend, just get the EX deck because you get a copy of that with that. Wielder, I guess. Wielder has a place with see summoning coming. It's pretty good, but doesn't really see play right now. There we go. Necro Valley. Obviously came out in the Dark Dimension box, but was in a selection box prior to that, and right now is seeing play with Favorite Hero from the new Structure deck, so if you have got that, and you don't have Necro Valley, you really might want to pick Necro Valley, because this card does counter things like Shiranui, locking off their graveyard, which is their biggest resource, so you might want to pick this card up, because it's just a very good card in general. It probably won't ever get hit, and it won't get banned, and you only need one of them, so if you're not going into the Dark Dimension, why not get Necro Valley and just use your ticket on a very, very good card that will be good for a very long time. Then we have stuff like Nightbeam, which, sure, that's seeing some play in some decks. It is a very, it's a good removal card, but again, only set cards, which obviously Cosmic Cyclone is a little bit better, I think, because you can, go lower down your life points, you proper skill, like, you could do so much with that. Dian, I would not get. Now you could do, because obviously, Mars Hero's got no support. It's a good card, but I don't think it's seeing so much play in that kind of deck. There is another Mars Hero that we'll talk about that when we get there. What else is going to be good? Like Armades, but again, that's been in the selection box, so it is a very tough one. Obviously, if you're playing Black Wings, then maybe you want your Black Whirlwind, or things like that. Let's see if we go down even more. Unexpected Die. Good card for, I think that's in the GB Structure deck, I believe. Let me have a look. It is, so you won't really need that if you're in Gladiator Beasts, you won't need that at all. And we've lost our place, obviously, that's very nice, thanks Konami. Did they put they didn't put a recommended thing this time, which is, it's a bit weird. We're now a year ago. We've now gone back an entire year. Drowning is still pretty good. It's not seeing as much play, but for a stable card, it's still very good. Kaiku for Dark Magician, very, very good card. If you haven't got one, you might as well. It locks off the graveyard for being banished, so very, very good. What else do we have? Silent Magician, it's always that one that you can't get anywhere else. I'm pretty sure you can't get it anywhere. Yeah, still only in Spellbound Silence, so she's honestly a very, very good pick. I think still, like, the one card you can recommend from EX deck is her. And going down further, we have Eclipse Wyvern, of course, pretty good for Judgment Dragon, Light Swans. Chaos decks getting very, very good with Levianeer, and will probably get even better over time because, Levianeer is going to have to come in some box, and you might expect in that box you'll get even more Chaos support, like maybe Dark Arm Dragon is coming at some point, maybe some BLS or Chaos Emperor Dragon with their erratas, maybe they'll come. Also, Anki, another one if you're playing Mars Heroes and Mars Heroes, you're going to want, because this with Form Change gets you into your Koga, or Koga into Anki, and that works very nicely, and it's the only one, I believe, apart from DN obviously, that hasn't been reprinted in a Structure deck, but does see play in the actual game, in the metagame, so honestly, Anki is also not a bad shout. Obviously, staples like Canadia, Floodgate, not Treacherous because that's super rare, Cosmic Cyclone, those are going to be some other very, very good picks you're going to want to take a look at. But beyond that, I don't think really there's much else that's worthwhile getting. especially since this ticket is like all those cards have been in tickets previously. If you've had any ticket in the past, you'd be able to get most of those cards. The fact now we have access to Necro Valley, to the Invoked stuff, to Chocolate Magician Girl, to the Blackwing stuff that, you know, are all seeing play, apart from Chocolate, in top tier meta decks, I think that's the bigger story here, and that's what you should kind of focus on going into this ticket. Obviously, it expires in November, so plenty of time to look, you know, to choose a card, and by then, we'll have another ticket, hopefully, for Zexal World coming, so you'll be able to then choose, even better if you wait all the way until then, you can then say, you know what, this deck might have fallen off the meta by then, I'm going to invest in this new card to help this new deck that comes out for Exceed Summoning. There might be some cards here that just get broken because of Exceed Summoning, so you could wait, you could spend right now. I'm waiting till tomorrow till we see Dark Summon and Yugi skills before I choose, because honestly right now, it's pretty much going to be for me. It will probably be Chocolate Magician Girl is the one I will choose personally, because I'm not really interested in Invoked. And yeah, that's going to be done for today's Duel Links. If you guys did enjoy, let me know what you're picking down below from the UR Dream ticket, or if you're waiting on DK to do a video, because he'll probably do a much more in-depth video than this one. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next Duel Links video. See you then.